So you want to make money in GTA Online, but nobody likes to do heists. Or maybe you don't like heists and you want to work for your money, but you don't know where to start. Or maybe you just flat out don't know what the fuck you're doing. I think I made a system for making money by yourself, though help is always appreciated, and that's what this video is all about. This video comes in 3 parts. 2 of the parts are actually game related on the actual making money process, and one of the parts is just the math behind it all, showing you how much money you're actually making. Part 1 is getting started, making your initial money to get all your businesses and your income rolling. Part 2 is the system I developed that I think is the best mix for quick but good money. And part 3 is the math that I was talking about that basically just backs up the system I'm going to discuss in part 2. Alright, no more bullshit. Let's talk business. If you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket. I don't consider the grinding that you're about to do the lottery, but the line from Nightcrawler that Jake Gyllenhaal says is very much true to establishing the foundations for all your sources of income. You don't have any businesses, or maybe you do, but you just need that extra amount of money. So where do you get it from? Heists. But not just any heist. It's the Pacific Standard heist. Those other 4 heists are garbage as far as money's concerned. I used to farm Pack Standard on the daily, and it pays the bills, and it's the best way to just get some big cash, but not quick cash. Me and my friends learned the ins and outs of the heist, so what started off as like a 3.5 hour grind got knocked down to about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So that could be your source of income alone, but if you're like me and you don't always have friends on who want to do the heist, then you're at the mercy of randoms, God rest your soul. Nobody wants to do that, but that lottery ticket won't buy itself. You have to work for it, just power through the heist, and soon enough you'll have the groundwork for all your businesses. Once the money's coming in hot, you'll need to spend it on a lot of things that aren't cheap. For my system, this is all the things that I have. You can get more things, you can get more businesses, but this is what I think. I think it's the perfect amount of management. It doesn't take too much time, and I think if you had any more businesses, that it would take up too much time. You'll need a CEO office, which means you need to be a CEO. You need a cargo warehouse, a vehicle warehouse. You need to make a motorcycle club and buy a motorcycle clubhouse. You need a meth business, a cocaine business, and a gun running bunker. When you buy these businesses and these warehouses, not everything has to be decked out and look as fancy and pimped out as it can. Once you get your money rolling in, then you can always go back and renovate all these warehouses and things. The only thing that I would say can wait is probably the gun running bunker, only because it's the slowest manufacturing business, but it's the most profitable. Once you have all those things, then your system is ready to begin. Just to skip ahead a little bit, I say have a full vehicle warehouse. It helps out a lot. Having a full vehicle warehouse filled up sooner than later is a good idea, but it's not necessary, and I'll explain why in a few minutes here. This is the system, or what every other gamer on the fucking planet calls it, the grind, the most tedious and the most boring part. I think this is the best mix between fast and good money, and in all honesty, it's not that bad. I did the math, it's worth it. Here's what you do. From your CEO office, you're gonna buy 1 cargo crate. Then you're gonna steal a car. Then you're gonna buy another cargo crate. Then you're gonna steal another car. Then you're gonna sell a car. That right there is gonna be your most instant source of money. And that basic system from now on for the rest of this video is gonna be referred to as the cargo car system. In depth, you only buy 1 crate at a time because 1 crate costs $2,000, 2 cost $8,000, and 3 crates cost $18,000. In the end, buying 1 crate every time will cost you $222,000 total if you buy the large warehouse, which is what I recommend, for 111 crates, as opposed to buying 2 crates every time will cost you $444,000 and 3 will cost you $666,000. So buy 1 crate at a time if you care about money, but buy 2 or 3 crates at a time if you care about time more than money. Now for stealing cars, I mentioned that having a full vehicle warehouse helps. The reason why is because you only sell high-end cars. Do not sell mid-range or low-end cars. You'll do this because obviously high-end cars sell for more money, but when you keep all the shitty cars in your vehicle warehouse, the game doesn't spawn any more shitty cars when you try to steal more cars. In short, more shitty cars in warehouse, more high-end cars spawn when you're stealing cars, which means more selling of high-end cars. That's why if your vehicle warehouse is empty, the chances are pretty high that you won't have a high-end car to sell in your warehouse, and you'll have to wait longer to maximize your profit using the system. This cargo car system should take you about 30 minutes every time, because once you sell a car, the cooldown time for selling another car is 30 minutes. So essentially you're only buying crates and stealing cars just to kill time for selling another car. That's how you earn your immediate money. Now you'll notice that your cargo warehouse takes for fucking ever to fill up, so that's not something that you measure in like dollars per hour. That can literally take days to fill, but when you sell it, you get paid one fucking obese mule of a cash sum. So occasionally you'll buy a special item that's more expensive than normal cargo, sell those as soon as you get them, they contribute to your immediate income. So do the cargo car system twice, meaning sell 2 cars, then go back and check on your cocaine, your meth, and then your weapon manufacturing supplies, and then buy your supplies if you feel it necessary. You can steal them, but that cuts into your cargo car system time. This is where you're going to feel like you're losing money, and you are, but it's only immediate income. And I keep saying immediate income because yes, I am implying that there is such a thing as long-term income in this game. That's why I consider cocaine and meth and gun running, all these businesses, is more of an investment, whereas the cargo car system is like your daily job that you do for small amounts of money, but it's money to help pay for the bigger things, like the lottery ticket. So do the cargo car system twice, buy your supplies or steal them if you really want, it just cuts into your immediate income. Then go back to the cargo car system, do that twice more, check your supplies again, and just keep repeating that process. Now obviously when you check your supplies, also check your product. Usually the coke and meth takes about 5 to 6 hours to complete from start to finish, and the weapon manufacturing takes about a lifetime, but still check up on it for supplying sakes. That's really it. I just have a couple of side notes to tell you. First of all, good luck selling your cocaine and sometimes your meth by yourself. Second of all, selling cars in an empty session, meaning there's no enemy players, will cause enemy AI to spawn when you're stealing your car, and they'll shoot your car. So when you see the enemy AI, get out of your car, grab your minigun or your rifle, destroy the cars, because they're going to follow you until you get there, and that's going to kill a lot of money. And the third thing is, don't worry about selling car collections. The point of this system that I have is self-reliance, and waiting for somebody to help you out just to sell a collection just eats into money making time, and most collections don't actually sell for much more than a high-end car, even with the collection bonus included. And that's the system. It's just a matter of grinding for stealing and selling cars, making bank selling your illegal products, and then hitting a home run whenever your cargo warehouse decides to finally fill the fuck up. You just have to be patient. You're gonna feel like you're losing money during all this, but here's the math to prove it otherwise. The way I'm gonna show you your profit is the potential and theoretical amount of money you're gonna make per hour playing this game. So because I said the foundation of this system is the cargo car system, let's simply look at your earnings for doing that alone for an hour. Every half an hour is 2 crates and 2 cars, then selling 1 car. Buying 2 single crates is $4,000. Now whenever I steal cars, I don't give a shit what car it is I'm stealing. I'm broke as fuck. If my car gets damaged more than $5,000, I get out, I put a sticky bomb on it, and I blow it harder than Sasha Grey ever could. No 2 cars are worth paying 10 grand for repairs only. That puts a huge dent in your most basic profits. So in 30 minutes you spend $4,000 on crates, the max you should spend on car repairs is $10,000, and every high-end car you sell is $80,000. That's a theoretical $66,000 every 30 minutes, which then obviously becomes $132,000 every hour. That's just for selling cars. Cocaine takes about 5 hours to fill up. Now, this next part isn't mathy at all, but I'm not a math genius and I'm also lazy. I feel as though for every 4 cars that I sell, the supplies are either near empty or completely empty. So that's $75,000 to resupply for having no supplies, and usually I have to resupply twice before my stock is full. So $420,000 from the cocaine profit, minus $150,000 for resupplying twice, that's $270,000. And $270K divided by 5 for 5 hours is $54,000 an hour, and again, that's potential and theoretical. Meth is a little bit different. It takes 6 hours to fill, and I don't resupply that often with it, usually only once, but it now pays less than what it used to in an earlier patch. I can sell full meth stock to Blaine County for $357,000, and having to only resupply once is a maybe sometimes, so let's just say I have to do it twice just like cocaine. So $357,000 minus $150,000 for resupplying is $207,000 divided by 6 hours is only $34,500, which is still good, but it's all theoretical and potential. Now gun running is a lot different because it takes fucking forever to fill up, but also because the supplies can be put towards research and not just stock. so it's a little tough to calculate the potential hourly wage for this business. But the only thing I know for sure is that when it does finally fill up, I sold it to the city buyers, it sold for $1 million. Yeah, that's fucking profitable. And with gun running being slow and tough to calculate, you can only imagine how insanely difficult it would be to do the same thing for the cargo warehouse wage. When a large warehouse is full, it makes about 2.2 mil, which is a fat stack of money that I was talking about earlier. So with all these things in mind, cars making $132,000 an hour, coke making $54,000, and meth making $34,500, your most basic hourly potential, again theoretical too, is $220,500 per hour. Now obviously there's things that aren't even included in here, things that you got to take into consideration when you're making your money, things like the special items from your cargo, if your stolen car gets no damage done to it so you make a little bit more money, what gun running and your cargo warehouse does to your money, paying your staff for the daily charges, so on and so forth. I think doing this system is the most efficient way of making good and easy money, and on top of that, it doesn't hurt to do Pacific Standard with some randoms just to get some more money, do some races, some basic missions. Hell, if you're up for it, you can do VIP work, but I wouldn't recommend doing the VIP work because it doesn't pay that well, because you can be doing your brand new and efficient cargo cart system, brought to you by www.youtube.com/AnthonyVT. Link is in the description below. Add your own twist with the other motorcycle club businesses, or ignore the system all the way. Though if you're going to do that, I highly doubt you made it to this part of the video. I hope this video helped, or at least gave you some ideas for what you can do on your own. Thanks for watching. Now go buy that lottery ticket and go make some fucking money.